Wonderful brothers and sisters, it's another joyous moment and a time for us to remark because greater things are really happening. Greater things are really happening in this world. I was so perturbed, if that is the word, so perturbed to note that one of the greatest influential person in Ghana, that is the King of Accra. You know, many of these West African countries, so to speak, because in other parts of Africa, the traditional forms of governments, whereby they used to have leaders, elders, council of elders, and kings, you know, there are some of the countries still uphold that. They will still listen to their kings, you know, and even before the president of that country does anything, they have actually to consult with the king. You know, the kings are very powerful in some of these countries. Kings are very powerful. And for those who remember some years back, something really happened so terribly in South Africa. They were speaking of xenophobia. And some of the people were accusing the king of the Zulu people that he's the one who incited that, telling the Zulu people that foreigners are coming in your country, they are taking care of your jobs, they're taking your jobs, they're taking your women, and time will come when you'll be extinct. You will no longer exist because you'll be assimilated and absorbed by other people. And that one really caused a lot of problems. Most people who are not the natives of South Africa were actually murdered. That one shows you how kings are very powerful. They're very powerful. A king has a command of his tribesmates. When he speaks, the tribe will listen. You know, he speaks from their hearts because he speaks in their own mother tongue. These are very powerful people that you cannot joke with. And something very tremendous happened, that a king in Accra actually visited the church headquarters in Utah. He really wanted to know more about the church. And some say that at the end of it all, he ended up actually, you know, receiving the gospel, and he was baptized. Now you can imagine if a king is baptized, like the entire tribesmen would be members of the church, because they are allegiant to their king. They follow what their king does. You know, and it was so powerful that this king actually visited the church headquarters just to see what exactly the church is all about. And when he left there, he was shocked. You know, he was shocked. And I'm told that he ended up making decisions, you know, to join the church. And without further ado, let us just see how it went here. Please welcome.
Said to ourselves, let's make this thing happen. And it has been absolutely miraculous to see how the Lord's hand has been in this travel.
In early April, the King of Accra, Ghana, traveled from West Africa to the Rocky Mountains of the United States, headquarters of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake City. The king was joined by several of his generals. During his visit, he saw the church's humanitarian sites, including Welfare Square and the Humanitarian Center.
I have been blown away by what I have seen in Utah. We need to care about people. We need to want to help people to stand on their feet, not bring people down.
One of the highlights was an opportunity to attend the church's twice-a-year worldwide general conference.
We join with Christians around the world to honor Jesus Christ on this Palm Sunday. We welcome His Majesty King Mon Ga Mon-ke of Accra, Ghana, who is here with us today. Welcome, Your Majesty.
The king was inspired by the teachings of the words of President Russell M. Nelson emphasizing peace.
The teachings of Christ, I saw it alive in these words. For me, that is what General Conference meant. And my people that I came with have been very excited about that. Because we have quite a number of disputes in Accra. But we are going back with a new dimension, a new vision, a new mission.
The King's invitation to come to Utah came from the senior leaders of the church, including the First Presidency and Elder S. Gifford Nielsen, who is the area president of the church serving in West Africa.
It's not easy to get visas and to bring your entire party here, but he wanted to come to have a spiritual experience. I think he has felt a deep spiritual connection with us as we have joined together with him.
He sat down and played the organ in the conference center. Despite the record cold and snowy weather, His Majesty traveled to Brigham Young University in Provo to meet with administrators, faculty, and students. During his time on campus, the King had lunch with students from Ghana and took an interest in their lives.
We should just make sure that everything that we are studying here, whatever course we are offering here, he told us that eventually society is going to call on us to come back and make a difference.
That you make what you're doing here the most important thing in your life this moment.
While in Utah, Elder and Sister Nielsen were excited to introduce the King to their family.
He's just a charming, wonderful man. The very first time we met him, he said, I want to come to Salt Lake City. I want to come and visit you.
The King is looking forward to future collaboration with the Church of Jesus Christ on humanitarian projects.
I think that you are a great people. Making friends with you is very easy. I'm grateful and God bless this relationship.
So that it is, the King of Accra, Ghana, visited the church headquarters. And you realize what he said. There has been a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of confrontation in Accra. But when we live here, we are going to make things straight. That is the reason as to why he had to visit the church headquarters, because there has been a lot of talk and sayings about the church, how, children are being recruited into cultism and all that. And that is why he made this initiative, just to come and see for himself. And the rest is history. Because as we are talking right now, he's already a member of the church. And most of the West African, Islam is dominant. Islam is very dominant there. And there was a lot of confrontation here and there. But finally, the Lord has his own way of doing things. You can imagine. Man, this is powerful. Zion is actually expanding, increasing in its borders. And also her beauty is also becoming so attractive and glamorous. That is what it means, my wonderful brothers and sisters. That is what it means. A King of Accra, Ghana, visited the church headquarters. Powerful. Otherwise, thank you very much, my wonderful brothers and sisters. For those who've not subscribed, please, I plead with you, please make sure you subscribe. My name is Brother Gabriel Mira. Thank you very much, and see you next time.